these are my everyday carry items. They aren't the expensive, aesthetic, fancy, everyday carry items you'll see online often showcased. But I love it. It's simple, it's functional, and arguably most importantly, it's affordable. And I don't want to even categorize this as an everyday carry, because I know that's a whole different niche that people go pretty hard on, the pretty extreme rabbit hole to fall down. But I want to share some of my daily essential items with you as one, what I would consider a regular 28-year-old man, right? And two, as someone who still enjoys analog tools over digital, specifically with writing. With that said, I feel like it makes the most sense for me to knock off the most obvious one off the list right away. And that's my journal, and I'm holding it right now. I use it for my videos, my personal life, my work, anything you can think of. I have it jotted down in my journal here. I carry this thing with me everywhere. You will not find me without my journal on an average day, right? I'm talking when I'm at work or when I'm out for an extended period of time. For example, my normal day is me being gone for 10 plus hours a day from my home. So I feel comfortable bringing my journal with me everywhere in my bag, because if I ever come across a dead period of time where I do have an opening to maybe squeeze in 20 to 30 minutes of writing, that is where I pull out this bad boy. And I understand it's not common to have those periods of time open. And I'll tell you right now, I don't journal a whole lot while I'm away from home. Most of my journaling is done at home, but I still bring it with me for those specific periods of time that come up. And there's no planning for them. It just helps keep me calm. It keeps me feeling secure and overall happy, just having it on me, knowing it's there. Which then is a good segue to my second item, which is my pocket notebook. And right away, I understand, why would you have two notebooks with you while you're away? What's the point of that? If you already have one, why have the other? Well, it's like I said, my main journal is for extended periods of time where I can dedicate more time to. And maybe it's just me being me, but I associate bigger notebook with a larger amount of time to work with compared to smaller amount of time, smaller notebook, quicker notes, quicker thoughts, quicker insights. That's just kind of how my brain works, at least while I'm out at work. So that's exactly what my pocket notebook is for really quick jot downs, really quick notes where I can pick up my pen, literally take a few seconds for maybe a thought that I don't want to forget, or a good idea that came by, or just in general, work notes, meeting notes, stuff like that. I generally go to my pocket notebook for that because it's so quick and instant. I guess you could say most people will go to their phones in these moments, and instead I just go to my notebook, my pocket notebook. It's really that cut and dry. Great, so you have these two notebooks, but what do you use to write in them? My tactile turn bolt action pen. I made a whole video dedicated to this pen already, so I won't go too into depth. I've used this pen, and almost solely, exclusively this pen, for 3 straight years. I've thrown my life at this pen. I've had this pen through so many different experiences, through so many ups and downs. I think that exactly is the reason why I have such a hard time using other pens, using other writing tools, because I feel so emotionally attached to this pen because I've been using it for so long. As someone who just enjoys writing in general, I feel like having a good pen is kind of the heart and soul of a solid everyday carry, if you want to call it that. Just having a pen on you, one that you can feel comfortable with, one that's functional, that you can always count on. I feel like there's just a special feeling that provides. It's almost magical. Again, it sounds so nerdy of me, but it really is the heart and soul to everything I do, a pen, because without writing, I don't know how I'd function. So now that we have the obvious 3 out of the way, I'm going to jump into the other items that are a little bit more unique to my daily carry. I have this flashlight. It's a little pocket flashlight. And the reason I carry this little royal blue pocket flashlight is because I very much prefer it more than my phone flashlight. I can give an example recently where my dad and I were working on my car engine. And this was much more convenient than using a phone flashlight when you're, getting your hands dirty and really needing to work on something. This just makes more sense, right? I mean, we don't want to always have to rely on our phone. Maybe I'm old school. I just hate relying on my phone for everything. So I carry this around with me if there's ever a moment where I need it. And then we have this Zelly's dental gum. And you're probably wondering, what on earth is dental gum? I have never heard of that. Or maybe I'm the one who's late. Maybe you already know. But that's how I reacted when I ran into this. I recently discovered this gum, and it's pretty much exactly what you'd imagine it to be. It's just regular gum. It actually tastes really great. I have the fresh fruit one. It's just regular gum, but it also helps with your teeth. I'm not saying it replaces brushing, flossing, and mouthwash entirely. Absolutely not. Okay, this is not just a complete replacement of those things. And just reading off the bottle here, it says perfect for dry mouth, an easy way to care for teeth, helps prevent damage from acidity, and helps protect and strengthen teeth. So, it's just regular gum, guys. Don't overthink it, but it's good for your teeth. I highly recommend it. It tastes pretty great. Chapstick, specifically Carmex Fresh Cherry Chapstick. My lips tend to get chapped very easily, to the point where they bleed, even when I just smile slightly. I mean, it's gotten that bad. Winter does this to me, though, so I'm very sensitive to weather, and my lips included. So, chapstick, that is essential for sure. This one will probably be obvious to most people, but my wallet. But specifically, this wallet I enjoy more than the average wallet because, one, this is a wallet my girlfriend got me for Christmas 3 years ago, and it's held up strong ever since, but it's also a slim wallet, meaning that it doesn't get bulky. It's designed to be very thin. It's a slim, minimal wallet that has a really cool, oh my goodness, how do I even describe this? Like a pull mechanism for your most used card, which obviously for me tends to be my debit card lately. The slimmer the wallet, the better. So this has been really reliable. I've had it for 3 years, and I don't plan on replacing it anytime soon. I'm all about functionality. And this thing has held up. Real quick, I'm editing the video and I'm watching it back, and I forgot to mention something so important that I take with me every day as well, that I rely on to get me through the day, and it's having my earbuds on me. These are just a regular on-brand, like literally on-brand, ONN brand at Walmart. I take these with me everywhere, and super important to mention it because I rely on them all the time. So that's why I'm mentioning it here. And lastly is my portable battery, which has been with me through many ventures. It has come in clutch more often than not when I need it most. You never know when you're going to need it. So I like carrying that with me, like keeping it charged. And I just feel comfortable having a fully charged portable battery with me at all times. The thing is with my everyday carry is I'm always experimenting with tools. I'm always trying to maximize what I can get out of my everyday carry items. So I'm not necessarily super loyal to any of these, except obviously my pen and my journal and notebook. But when it comes to just regular gear, right, I'm always willing to swap those out for whatever is going to work best in that period of time. So what I show you today could look very different in the next few months or even weeks. So if anything does change, or if I add anything that makes an impact big enough to feel like I should share it with you, I'll definitely make another one of these videos later on to kind of show you how it's evolved over time. Because at the end of the day, guys, leaving the house for over 10 hours a day, I want to feel comfortable and confident in myself that I have everything I need. And as of this video, I showed you the items that do that for me. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'll see you in the next one. Later.